I'm the flyest motherfucker at the kickback. Not a competition, little boy with a wrist that. Meet me in the bathroom, I don't want to chit chat.
Wait, you didn't have earrings? Okay.
Yeah, I never had earrings. I had some magnetic ones. Did she tell you about that?
No, she didn't tell me about that. I actually had oh wait, are we starting?
Yeah. I'll do the intro right now. But keep talking.
Well, wait, I'm gonna take this off. Hold on.
Okay. Just if you don't want to wear the headphones, just know that symbol in front of the microphone. There's like a little squiggly symbol. Talking to that.
Can you? Is this good?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds perfect.
All right. We're talking about earrings.
Earrings.
Oh yeah, I have magnetic earrings, but I'm like,
Dude, what made you want to get earrings?
my brother got it, and I was like, okay,
He did it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
yeah, and also like I feel like everyone I've noticed after I got earrings, like a lot of us have earrings. Really, it's just you, Ergie.
Ergie has earrings?
No. I'm saying that doesn't have earrings.
Oh, okay.
It's only you, Ergie, and like Adrian.
It's because we haven't reached. Well, at least I haven't reached that level of like rock star. And Ergie, he's been he's been handling assists he's been handing out assists while he's been perfecting his dunk, mastering his dunk. Sorry. I heard it and I was like, that's cool. And I'm also starting over my fucking words a little bit.
I tell you, the headphones messes you up, so I'm just like,
Yeah, I feel like, okay, it's because I said I'm editing a 3-person podcast right now. And I've noticed that with 3 people, you definitely need the headphones because people like interrupt each other or they talk over each other.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work out. Like right now we're at the same level, but if everyone's at that same level, it's just like blah, 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 blah.
Who's the 3 people? Or
It was my friend Jake and my friend Sam. It was from high school. They were in my video production class.
No, never mind. I don't think I met them.
No, I don't think you know them either. But they're pretty cool. It's a fun episode. It's different from what I've been doing, and I kind of like it. It's like you get different perspectives. Again, I've been treating every episode as like a different mind.
That's good.
So in this episode, we have the mind of Ryan Dalan. Welcome to the Kickback podcast,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello,
Ryan.
Wait, where's the other? Oh no, that's not you.
It's just
Hello.
That one.
Okay.
That one.
I was like-
I didn't flip the camera. Hold on. I didn't flip the camera this way.
Gang, gang.
Hella gang. All right.
Hey, at least we're necklace buddies.
Yeah,
The chain buddies.
I'll pull out my necklace just for you, but I cannot match you on the earrings. Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
One day.
maybe.
Okay. Funny story. We almost peer pressured Ergie to get earrings like a couple days ago. Because the day I got it, right, I pulled up to his house and there's a bunch of people, and then I'm like, "Yo, everyone here has earrings except you. Let's go get earrings right now."
So you called him out on it?
Yeah, and then he was down, but something happened, and then it ended up happening. But he's down, so
So you finally came down to your decisions. You said, you know what? I'm doing it. How was it? Were you scared?
a little bit.
I would have been scared for sure, dude. I don't want to go.
Well, I don't know.
hold my
I've
ear.
never been to like a tattoo parlor, and then I don't know. Like the vibe is different, and then they told me to sit down. My heart's beating fast, and then she's like, "Okay, inhale." And then exhale. On the exhale, she's like, put it in. Yeah. And I was
And
like,
you
oh.
just, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not
like
that
a
bad.
shot.
Yeah. I was afraid that's gonna hurt, and then she has to do it a second time, and I'm gonna flinch. But no, yeah, it's definitely like a shot. So
It's definitely like a shot. So it's like like once it hits and that's it.
yeah, that's
Cool,
it.
cool. So you got your swag. I remember last episode you were talking about your swag and your haircut. You got that done, and you look great, bro.
Thank you.
Now you got your earrings done. What's next? What's next to upgrade?
To upgrade, well, I'm trying to redo my
Upgrades, people,
wardrobe. I've been buying a lot of stuff online.
Where have you been looking?
Where? Shein.
Shein? It's
Yeah.
cool.
What was that?
Because I don't really buy clothes all that often. I wish I could buy more
Oh,
clothes.
you don't know Shein?
No,
It's
I've
like-
never used it.
Okay, well now people like it because it's kind of like cheap, but it looks cool as fuck. So like the pants I have right now is from Shein,
Yeah, they're swaggy.
and yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's only like less than $20, which is crazy
Less than $20 for pants?
for this. Yes,
And
and
if you go to the mall and you buy some like regular pants,
it's like 40,
Yeah, no, 50.
50. Oh my god!
I don't
And then
know.
I have shoes coming in. That shit was 30, and I was like, bless. And it's like platforms, so it's like it gives me like 2 inches taller.
hey, take it all the way. Take it all the way. But today we're gonna be discovering your mind. That's
My
what
mind.
I like. I like diving
Mind around.
deep, and I want you to dive deep into your own mind too.
Okay, let's go.
So today you're gonna be basically my sensei. What do you have to teach me, Ryan? What have you been learning over this past year?
Ooh.
You've been doing film. How's film? Because I used to be into film all the damn time, and
I know. I saw that rant video where you're like,
Which one?
the rant where you hated the film production.
which one?
The one you and Okeke worked on.
Oh,
You were like-
no. It wasn't like that. I hated it. Well, there was times where I did hate it, and then I had broken my toe, so it made things even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was just some. It was chaotic in some places,
Yeah.
but it ended up working out for them.
Okay, that's good. What's the film called? Or like, are we?
It's called Call Into the Void.
Okay, we should all watch that. Just
Yeah,
Just
they
for
just
fun.
sent me an email on that. They said that the premiere is gonna be happening sometime soon. That there was some sort of delay with the movie, so I guess they're taking their time and they're gonna invite us to a premiere. So
that's cool. You're in the credits, right?
yeah,
Okay, make sure that's important.
yeah, I stayed in the credits. I may have left the first week, but I'm still in the credits.
Okay, that's good. Well, to go back to the learning, I kind of learned you kind of have to look forward to something like every day,
Okay,
and it's like, and it can't be like, oh, I
that's a
can't.
great way to start.
Yeah, it's trust. Like you can't be like, oh, I can't wait to go to bed. Like
Uh-huh.
that's
Oh, so because some people already like just this little thing. If you're doing this in your day, you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm tired.
yeah, exactly.
It's like even if you are tired, fake it.
yeah,
go.
I have to work on that though. The fake
Yeah.
tired. I always take naps like 3 naps a day for like 3 hours. So or that was back then. Now I'm getting better. I'm trying to sleep for like 30 minutes on a timer,
Uh-huh.
but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But so like if you're out and about, you can't just be like, I can't wait to go home and sleep or eat or like watch the show. I
Just
feel like
wish for the end.
yeah, it has to be something like, oh, I can't wait to get this job, or I can't wait to have
So you're ready
this
to
certain
work,
look.
basically. You're looking forward to something to complete, to
Yeah.
accomplish a
which-
goal.
yeah, I'm trying to work on an EP right now.
Ooh, I just learned what the definition of an EP is.
What's the definition?
I don't know if it's the correct definition, but Jay Bauer said that it was like a shorter version of an album.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I thought
Okay,
there was like a
cool.
technical. I don't even know what that stands for.
Was your last one an EP too, or was that
Yeah,
a
It was.
album?
It was just no. It was an EP.
So when are you gonna do your first album?
Oh, I don't know.
Or we'll get to that. How's your EP going?
I just started. We only done like 2 songs, and I'm trying to do 7. But yeah, that's
7.
That's pretty much it. My goal is to get it by the end of the year, though. So
To get it done
Yeah.
by the end of the year.
yeah,
You're working with Ergie.
yeah.
Nice.
I've also been working with Kenny. Have you met Kenny?
I haven't met Kenny. I don't think so. Because I've heard people bring him up. I don't think I've
He was
met
working on
Kenny.
the Erg Fest, but you'll see him again if you go to the second one.
I feel like if I see him and they're like, "Oh, that's Kenny," I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I know Kenny."
Okay. No,
What does he look like?
he's like a brunette Santa. I don't know.
A brunette Santa.
I don't know.
A dark-haired Santa.
Like skin wise or hair wise?
Dark-haired.
Oh, dark. I thought you would say dark. Yeah, he has brown hair. But yeah,
Nice.
he's coolest guy. He's like Adrian, where like he knows like all these
All the
things.
instruments.
Yeah. And
Oh, okay. They were explaining him that he was the one making everything happen. I
yes,
think.
yes, yeah.
Okay,
he's like
okay.
he's like the audio guy during
like
the
a
shows.
technician.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be performing at the next one?
Yes, I'm gonna be the middle.
Okay.
In terms of the lineup, I think I'm like the middle. So.
Are you gonna use the same songs, or are you going to be using their newer songs?
Well, I was planning to do a new song for the performance, but we're still working on it. So I'm only doing 2 covers, and then Boo Persimmons, and that's it. That's all. Maybe a 5th song. I might sing a song in Tagalog, but
How many years have you been doing music for?
like, okay, what do you mean by that?
Like actually, or not even. Okay, so when did you first catch an interest in music? Let's start with that, because I feel like when
Oh,
you first start
shit.
music, could have been like when you first heard a song, or it could be like when you first made a song.
well, okay, the first thing that got me into not only music but also film at the same time was High School Musical.
High School Musical.
Yeah, when I was 7 years old, like
What
I thought
about-
that shit was like amazing.
What about like did that ever interest you in like performing arts, like on stage, like acting on stage, like theater?
No, I never really looked at acting like that. It was just strictly just the music and how they shot certain things. Like we got the DVDs, and as a kid, I would love to go on the bonus features and look at the behind the scenes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah, that interested me, and I was like, wow,
It's
that's
funny that
cool.
you say that, because like right now I've been interested a little bit more in music, just because I want to be ready for when the day comes that I'm like, all right, let's start on this like music stuff, like
Oh,
actually
shit.
get down to it, right? So I've been looking at a lot of people, or a lot of celebrities, artists, musicians, working in the studio and seeing how their brain kind of flows.
I like
It's
watching
cool.
Justin Bieber in the studio. Those YouTube
Justin
videos.
Bieber?
Yeah, on YouTube. Oh my god.
I've seen a few of those actually.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know
really
which
good.
song it was, but yeah, he's pretty interesting.
Yeah. My advice is just I would just go straight in.
So you didn't do it?
That's what Jordan did. He told me to do that, but I was kind of like,
Yeah.
but
Was Jordan the one that pulled you into like making your first song or something?
yeah. So like out of nowhere, because he and I were friends in middle school,
Uh-huh.
and then we haven't talked for like 4 years, and then out of nowhere he hit me up, and it's not because we had beef or anything. It was just
Yeah.
we went to different high schools, but he hit me up and he said like, "Do you want to make music with me?" And I was like, "Oh shit, here we go."
Yeah.
And
this
then
is the start. It's my calling.
it's like Rick and Morty. It's like in and out. Here we go, and then we go in. It's like a bunch of craziness. It's like fuck. But yeah, that led
Ryan, let's make some music, Ryan.
Yeah, he's Rick. I'm Morty. That led to a spiral to now.
Yeah, and it's been a crazy journey so far, bro.
Yep.
I've seen not all of it, but I've been there for some pretty big moments.
Yeah, you were there for
Cool.
when I was making leaves from the Autumn EP.
I made the album cover.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, okay. That day, I literally had nothing planned. I was just like, let's just take photos and like whatever.
See what happens. Make the best out of the day.
Yeah.
That's how the best art happens, bro.
Yeah, you're the one that said, "Hey, Ryan, send that trunk," and then yeah.
Yeah, because I see what you mean. Like you should just start with music and just do it.
Yeah.
But kind of like I want to understand it a little bit more.
Yeah, that's good too.
Like,
I
before
learned
going
everyone has a
to,
journey
like-
to
Yeah.
to get to where they want to be. So,
So how was your journey?
well, my journey's still going.
Okay.
And
It's in the process. It's in the works.
yeah, I think like how is it right now?
Yeah. How is it right now?
It's
Where are
slowly
you
but
up to
surely.
next your E EP.
It's just it's step by step, taking it
Yeah.
one step at a time. That's why I said in the persimmons, taking it one step at a time.
Dude, Persimmons was a good one. It could really be like in an animated movie.
Yeah, everyone says it's Despicable Me. It's
I
like
was thinking Lorax.
you're thinking Lorax.
Yeah, I was
Well, they're
thinking
both
Lorax.
Illumination, so
Yeah, they're both same company.
Yeah.
But you see that? Like it would be under that company for sure. Illumination. If you're looking for an audio
yeah,
track,
please.
Persimmons. Ryan
Cool.
Dalan.
Yeah, buy persimmons or make me make a song for you.
Yeah. He'll go work for you.
Yeah.
Would you do it for free?
I
I do it for a cookie.
say yeah for the first one
Yeah.
because it's like you're getting the publicity, but after that it's like
And you're
okay.
working on an Illumination movie.
Yeah, I know. So
Like imagine you're in Despicable Me 4.
and that's in your like resume. So it's like
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I just fucked around and made a song for
Illumination, Despicable Me 5,
Yeah. The ultimate comeback of Gru. I don't know.
I haven't seen those movies, or I only saw the first one, and the second one where he meets his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. I never saw third or the Minions or.
I wanted to ask you about what's this? I always forget it. Wing Chun,
Oh shit,
dude, that's cool. Your dad's been teaching you Wing Chun?
Well, as a kid, he taught me, but then like over time you kind of drift to your own thing. So I haven't really done kung fu since I was like 7th grade, 8th grade. But I mean, I know like I guess the footwork like a little bit if he tells me, and I'll try to remember it. But
You've been implementing that into your film career, and by making those like action sequences.
have you seen that?
I saw
action
the one
thing?
with your brother.
Wait, which one's that one?
You guys were like practicing in the living room.
Oh no, that's not my brother. That's my friend Emilio.
Okay.
He's a director. He wants to make like this action film, and he told me to be me and my dad, the stunt choreographers. And oh my god, that thing was so tiring.
Yeah, I've
my
never
cardio's
done
not there
that.
yet.
Hey, we can get there.
I know.
You should do some Wing Chun with your dad, bro. Later
I'm-
on, you're gonna be like seeing shit in slow motion. Just
That's what he sees. We have the mukjang,
Triggers.
the
the little wood
the
post.
wooden post.
Yeah.
It's in my garage.
How is that? Is it hard?
Yeah, it kind of hurts. But I remember the form. He taught me like a little form to do,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I still know it. I mean,
Yeah.
probably not as technical as his, but I still remember it.
Yeah, I feel like one day you're just gonna be like, you know what? It's time to learn some Wing Chun. Become like a kung fu master.
I'm down. That's how Okeke and I became friends in middle school.
It's like, how are you gonna be levitating on stage if you don't?
Yeah.
I need you to see you up there. Everything is alright.
Would you ever do like action movies like that?
Yeah, dude, I do. I'm honestly, I think I'm down for a lot of things. good things. Yeah, we're not fucking around over here.
It's like drugs and everything. Like,
Yeah. We're gonna chill on that.
would you want to be like
I'm always open for like some new opportunities, even if they're kind of scary.
which one's more appealing? Like being the actor to do the fighting, or the choreographer to make the fighting?
Being the actor or the choreographer.
Basically, do the fight or make the fight.
I don't know, because at the same time I would like it. Like if I was in the actor's position, I would want to be able to make some like adjustments
Yeah.
or things that could make it better. I
Yeah.
think that's the thing, just to make it better. So if I was in either position, it'd be the same goal. You
That's
know?
good. Yeah.
Instead of, because I know how like sometimes the minds don't really go together sometimes, and they just kind of combat, so nothing happens. So I know that if I was in either position, I try my best.
Yeah, I want my dad to do like action movies, and he gets offered a lot, like, cause he teaches. Apparently, like he goes on tours and he teaches like everywhere.
And apparently,
Yeah, apparently. And then his students are like, they constantly be like, "Can you work on my short film? Can you work on this, and that?" And he's just like, "No." I'm
wait, your
like,
dad's like a Wing Chun instructor?
yes, but also a bunch of things. Like he teaches eskrima.
What?
Eskrima is like a stick fighting style,
Okay.
Filipino fighting style. And I mean, he knows boxing. Right now, he's learning jujitsu and a whole bunch of others. He wants to be Bruce Lee when he was a kid, and
he's still becoming.
yeah, he knows a lot of like stuff. So
Yeah, he's becoming water.
but man, I just wanted these in the movie, but he's just interested in teaching and like performing, not really like
Sticking to like the traits of kung fu.
yeah, like
Because Bruce Lee was seen differently. They were like, "Oh, you're taking it to Hollywood. You're teaching it to people who haven't like
yeah.
dedicated their lives in a way to kung fu." So
Yeah.
Bruce Lee was seen and shunned by a whole bunch of people.
Oh damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so he started changing up his style. He wasn't sticking to the traditional style. So he started implementing different styles from different people to make his kind of style, and people were like, "That's not kung fu."
That's weird.
I think I saw like a movie based on his life, so I was like, I'm gonna believe that.
Oh, I
from
gotta
now
watch
on.
that.
That's the latest thing I've heard or learned from Bruce Lee. There's a lot to learn from Bruce Lee. He says a lot of really good quotes.
I like the quote, "Be like water."
Be water, my friend. Yeah,
That's a good
there's also this other one. I forgot exactly how it goes, but it was like, you will not win until you love to learn to lose, or something like that.
I like that.
Or you must, in order to win, you must first be ready to die, or something like that.
Shit.
Powerful words.
Yeah, that's very like a lot about.
You're like, I just wanted to chill.
Yeah, I just wanted to make music. I don't know
make
about dying.
maybe like a song or two. Yeah.
But yeah, you got a lot on your caliber. I mean, film. Now you're interested in music and fighting.
You too. I would say the same thing. Like you got music, especially with your film. Like, and all of us being creative, I feel like our talents always are somehow sometimes needed. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like that kind of makes what makes us unique. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
not every artist is the same.
yeah, and I really like that. Like,
Do you consider yourself an artist? What do you consider yourself?
I would say an artist.
Yeah.
Because I like making things. To me, an artist is you like
Creative.
to make things and show them to people. So rather that be art, music, film.
What about
Dance.
artists who never show their art to people?
Ooh.
What do you have advice for that?
Show them. What?
That,
The point of making art is to show it.
Like Vincent Van Gogh, he didn't become famous until afterwards.
Oh shit. I would say if you are, that's just a creator. I would say
Just be a creator.
If
Just
you-
create.
if you have art and it's not being shown, you're a creator. And if you have art and it is being shown, you're an artist. I feel like that's
What about the
the
money
gap.
standpoint? Does
What do you mean by
making
that?
money from your art make you an artist?
yeah.
Yeah. Does it
In-
have to be
No,
money?
no. Like I could literally draw a doodle right now, and that's
Hey,
art.
you could sell that for like $13 million somewhere. Somebody.
Me and or not me and Ergy. I suggested this to Ergy. I was like, yo, if like Ergfest, we could literally just make like plain shirts, doodle at whatever, and then everyone will buy it. I feel like
You're like
you know what I mean?
on the spot merch.
Yeah, no, I'll give out and say, all right, guys, who wants this unique shirt right now?
Yeah.
Toss it on
You
stage.
pay like an extra $1. And the shirts cost $10. It's gonna be $11.
Yeah,
It's one of a kind piece of art.
that's how you get the bag.
What do you want? You know, can you draw? And you just start going at it. That'd be an interesting business opportunity at Early Fest.
I don't know, but
yeah, you got yourself an artist.
yeah,
You've been doing that for quite a while, and your artist media format would be music.
yeah.
Would you consider yourself, or what do you like more, film or music?
So I had that battle for like the longest time, but now I really feel like music kind of wins because film is great, but you need so many things to make it. Like you need the equipment, you need people, you need actors, you need the time, resources, and then while music you don't need as much. You kind of just need you.
Yeah.
And obviously like
And your
the,
mind.
the shit to make. Yeah, and the shit to make the music, but it's easier and faster. And also you could make films, which is like music videos and stuff for the music. So you're kind of getting both. So
I feel like the standard for film is a lot higher than the standard for music.
yeah.
Because like, if a film is bad, there's so many things to judge on it. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, the story is not that great. Oh, the shots aren't that good. The camera looks a little weird. Their acting is so bad.
It's kind of hard to even like make money, I feel like, for film, because the best you can do, at least the knowledge that I know, is to submit it to a film festival and hopefully someone sees it and then they buy it off of you or like, you know, they want you to work for this industry and that's it. That's how you make money. But
What about the whole, I'm bringing it up again, the whole writer's strike. That's
see,
crazy.
that makes it even more harder. It's like
I didn't know about that until recently. And
there was a one in 2010.
uh-huh.
And yeah, history repeats itself, I guess. Because
Yeah, it's a full cycle.
I don't know why they don't want to pay. Because the writers make the movie, and I feel like they should be getting like
the most, right? It's like
maybe not the most, but a good amount. Because
But
to
I
me,
mean, could you imagine if the author of Twilight didn't get paid, even though she wrote the book
my
of the
God,
movie? Like, that'd be insane.
yeah, I think. But you know what kind of to me that no one really talks about is the VFX because
I love watching the VFX. Do you watch the VFX breakdown?
on Corridor.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
Corridor
watched
Crew.
that, but they don't have a union, so writers they
Back it up a little bit.
like that.
That way. This
That way.
Back up the microphone away from you.
That way. Why,
Yeah.
is it too loud?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
You're good though.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, VFX artists they don't have a union. Writers do, so they could like
the writers union.
yeah, they could do this strike whatever. But for VFX, they could literally get like a kid to make it and then not pay him anything or something like that.
Pay him very little.
Yeah, and it's like wow, that's
The
concerning.
new Spider-Man movie.
yeah,
Have you seen it?
yeah,
The little Lego part.
yeah. The 14-year-old made that shit.
The
Oh my
14-year-old
God.
made that. That's insane.
That's crazy.
And that's so cool. I like when they give opportunities to like normal.
Yeah, because they could have
Not even
hired
normal,
like
actually.
the people that made the Lego movie
Yeah.
to do it, but
super high budget production company. You know?
it was just some kid that freaking did it. I was like,
Yeah. Even if you pay him like 10, I don't know how much you got paid. Do you know?
no. I hope he got paid.
Even if you got paid for like 10K, like or even 3K, it's a kid and you put his. I feel like I would have done.
Yeah,
it
I
for
wonder
free.
how much he got. Because that's concerning. Because
Uh-huh.
I don't. Well, I don't know. I think that counts as animation. I think animators have a union. I don't know. But
don't know.
for VFX, like CGI, like they don't have anything.
And the cool thing about the internet is you don't make money just from one certain place. Like that kid's
Yeah.
probably making more money on the attention that he's getting from everybody that the
Oh, yeah.
14-year-old
Probably,
made
yeah.
this compared to like what he got paid.
I was
for.
looking at his YouTube channel and I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
this kid's
exactly. You're like, oh, I want to see his other stuff. So you go,
good. I think what makes him good is the lighting. Because when people make Lego, because I like watching Lego videos on YouTube, it's good and it's funny, but sometimes the lighting isn't
off.
right. But
Yeah.
for him as a 14-year-old, it has like great lighting. And I don't
stop
know how he does-
motion. Yeah, stop motion films have always interested me.
Oh, you want to make stop motion films? Would that
Not
be?
me make them, but they're very interesting to me. Like I like watching them. It's
Yeah,
a
me too.
huge process. I think
Yes.
that's honestly harder than making.
I don't have
regular
patience. I don't have patience for that. Yeah, that's literally for like 8 hours.
film. But then when they put it like, have you seen those videos of the behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Where there's like,
yeah, you can see it.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's cool, but I can never do that.
I'll let the professionals
Yes.
handle this one. Yeah, I
Yes.
get you. So what kind of films do you like to make?
Well, Honestly, I would be down to make like a film for every genre. But if I can only choose one, probably like drama, action.
Okay. So you want people to feel something. You want the emotion.
Yes. But then sometimes that could be boring, so that's why I like action.
Okay.
And then third is horror. Horror is fun.
Horror.
Yeah.
Horror's. I don't really watch horror movies, but there's some pretty bad ones now. That's why.
So that's the thing with horror. It's like it's so fun to make as a filmmaker, but everyone has different like opinions on what makes something scary. So that's why horror films don't really like. They have polarizing reviews.
Like,
So-
you know when something's scary. It's either when it's like a good effect or when it just happens. And you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? You can't
The
even
key is
process it.
attention.
Yeah.
Like the ghost
Attention.
itself really isn't scary, but like walking down the hallway, not knowing when the ghost will come.
you have to have
that's-
that build up.
Yeah, that's what's scary. So
I think that's what it is, because some people just put in something scary, but they don't put anything around it.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, you have a scary character, monster
Yeah.
thing, ghost, spirit, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But what else?
I
You know?
think also is like it has to be unique.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I mean, it has to be unique of how you show the monster, but even making a unique monster to me is pretty cool because
The movie that we did in Big Bear, the one that we were talking about earlier, I think,
that was horror.
I think so, yeah. Kind of
shit.
horror. I don't know.
Was
I
there,
have
like-
to watch the full movie.
Was there like did you see the monster?
Yeah, I saw them making it. It's kind of like,
It's like-
it reminded me of the Wendigo.
Oh shit! Wait, so it's like practical? Like
Yeah.
oh, I love that.
Yeah, I saw, I forgot her name. Chelsea. I got you, Chelsea.
Shout out Chelsea.
Yeah, she was working on it. She did it. Like, it was pretty big. It's probably like the size of the door, like the door frame. Probably could have fit through the hallway. It's pretty big.
The guy had to wear like like stuff to make him taller, or
No, there was no guy. She made it.
oh what? Bless you.
Thank you.
Wait, so it's like a puppet or
Yeah, like a big puppet.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like seeing the process behind the movie, or like being able to work on it.
Yeah.
Because like working on films ourselves, it's very different because you know how everyone works. You know what
Yeah.
we're trying to do. But when you go to work with somebody brand new, or like with an actual like production team,
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Everything.
Yeah, I learned a lot learning because I used to make films by myself, or maybe like a little help with like my dad or my brother. But when I worked on my film, I was working with like 10 people, 10 plus.
Yeah, yeah.
And oh my God, it has its benefits because you get things done,
Faster.
I would say efficiently, but things are a little slower. Because if I want to get this, if I was by myself, I'll get this angle. And then if I want to change angles, I'll just
You know exactly what you want.
I'll move it. But with everyone, we have to cut and we have to move all this gear, all these people, and then get the angle. And
Yeah, it's not just you and what you want to take care of. It's like you and what you
Yeah.
got to take care of everybody else.
yeah,
That's the role of the director, bro. You started early.
yeah, I learned a lot, which is great.
So in film, what do you see your role as, director?
I like, I think everyone wants to be a director, and I like that. I wouldn't direct like right now, unless I'm locked in with the people or I have money, something
I
like
think
that.
for me to be director, I have to be really passionate about the project that I'm working on,
Yes,
because then it's not going to turn out good at all.
there's a downside to that though.
Why?
Because when you're really passionate, you kind of you have to let things go, kind of. Because let's say there's a scene and you pictured it how exactly you want it. You're gonna be too like, oh, it has to be like this, and that's just it's not gonna be efficient. And
Yeah.
also, it's like you kind of just have to let go, where it's like people are gonna do what they can, and you're gonna convey your
message.
message the best you can, and then that's it. That's the best you can do, and you can't really be too passionate, in my opinion. Oh, should I spit? You can't be too passionate.
Yeah.
So
Why can't
Yeah.
you be too passionate? Is it like
Well-
is it one of the things where it's like, oh, because if you're not passionate about it in the moment, you won't do it, type of thing?
'Cause
Or like
you're-
motivation almost.
because it's like you're gonna be like, oh, I have to have this scene right, and yes, you want to get the scene right, but it's not gonna be like exactly perfect.
Perfectionism.
Yes,
That's when your ego starts kicking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start doubting yourself.
yeah. So just be like, you're gonna write this story, you're gonna
Yeah.
tell them the story, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's the best you can do.
How do you simplify that? How do you simplify controlling your ego?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, just
It's a huge
be like
enemy
water.
to creativity.
Just be like water.
Be like water. That's honestly the answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've been hearing from everybody in this podcast. It's along the same terms. You just got to be able to roll with the flow.
That's what. Yeah. That's literally just. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it
You
is.
like water. It is what it is.
You're very simple. You like to keep this simple.
Yes. I think simple makes.
I have to bring this up.
What?
Speaking of simple,
What?
we went to Poke. He got rice and salmon, and that's it.
Okay. If you guys
No
don't know.
sauce, no veggies, no other fish, no fried onion, nothing. Just bed of rice and salmon on top.
Okay. Listen. I'm very picky, y'all. If you guys don't know me, I wouldn't even say. Am I picky? Actually, no. Yeah, I'm picky.
Would it be like that you're picky or that you just haven't tried things?
Both.
Both.
But I'm trying to get rid of it.
Like, what's one of the things that you don't like?
Oh, you're gonna hate me.
What?
I don't like Mexican food.
You don't like Mexican food?
But I'm trying to like it. I've been eating tacos recently, and I actually really like it. Carne asada. Ooh.
You like carne asada?
Yeah, I like, and then I'm adding a little bit like sauce in there, and yeah, I'm starting to like it. But before, I'll only eat it if I'm desperate, for, like, cause I'm so hungry. Cause like when we're at the podcast with Erg and
The Del
Sus-
Taco?
What?
The Del Taco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was so hungry. I just ate it because there's nothing to eat.
Yeah, but that's not like Mexican food.
Okay, I know what you mean, but anything of that realm, like, I would not like it.
What is it about that you don't like Mexican food?
I think probably because like the cheese and bread a little bit.
Bread.
Like the
Tortilla?
Yeah, but don't they use Isn't there? But there's two kinds. There's like flour and corn, right? Are the two?
Tortillas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I like
The bigger ones, the flour ones?
flour. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm starting to like it. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, I love
Because
it.
trust me, like we can go to some Mexican places and I'll give you there's no way that you say that you don't like it. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think like of a reason that you wouldn't like some foods and I'm like, no, it would be right to like it.
I think also, okay, back then I did not like sushi. Like at all. And now, oh my god, I fucking love sushi. I can curse, right?
Yeah. You
Okay,
can curse
sorry.
all you fucking
Fuck.
want.
I
Yeah.
love sushi and I eat that shit all the time. But how I learned to like it is I would take like one sushi from my family because we eat together, and then it'll be like whatever, and then slowly I'll eat a little more, and I'll kind of train my body to learn the taste.
You're building up that like tolerance.
Yes, it's like,
type
okay, this is
palate.
the taste, accept it, and then
Yeah.
now I love it. So it's great.
Oh, so you like, it's funny that you say that because earlier I was eating something. I forgot what I was eating. Probably like a piece of bread or something with
Yeah.
something. But I was getting tired of the taste. And I was like, oh, I don't want to eat this anymore. I'm done. I'm going to throw it away. And it was like, I'm almost done. This is so good. And I just ate it, tried to believe that it was like
Yeah.
good. And I like swallowed it as fast as I can. I'm like, all right. That was nasty.
But wait, did you like it though or no? It was still gross.
I mean, it's regular food. It's just that I had enough of it. I was like, I don't want it anymore. But it was
Okay.
just like a little thing that I had to finish.
Okay.
I always do that. I always leave the last bite. I don't know why.
Wait, you always eat the last bite?
Leave the last
Oh,
bite.
okay. I do the same thing
You
too.
do that
Yeah,
too?
yeah, I do
Why
that
do
too.
you think that is?
I think it's because you don't want to be the last one to take it. You want to give it to someone, but you give it like a little bit. So
No. Like, I'll be eating a burger and I'm like finishing the burger almost. Sometimes I will finish it all the way.
Oh shit, never mind.
But like, towards like the end, there'll be like 1 or 2 bites left and be like, I'm done. I don't want it.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like let's say there's a bowl of rice.
Yeah. I don't like taking the last one.
Yeah, there's a party, everyone's taking it. I'll even if there's like a little bit of rice, I'll still take somehow not all of it,
Yeah.
and people will get mad because like Ryan, there's only like a little bit. Just take
Sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know because I don't really go to parties all that often. But like, if there's a lot of food in the house, like if there's like one thing left over of something, I'm like, all right, I'll wait for somebody to come and grab it. And I wait, and
and then you just take it. No,
yeah, if no one takes it, I just come and grab it and I eat it. And then somebody's like, who ate this? I'm like, what? Dude, you guys left it there. Like, don't blame it on me. Next time, eat your food.
I think people just need to relax. Okay, I like what I like. All right.
I just started a food highlight on Instagram.
Oh, you did? Oh, I know that.
Yeah, because we were talking about it with my friends at my friend Ryan's graduation party. Yeah, and they were talking about having a food highlight, right?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want one. I love food. I love looking through people's foods.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna start one. So I went through all my stories. I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Food is art.
Yeah, wait. So you have a video or an account for food?
And a highlight. You know how like you have your story highlights?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
Damn. Well, I can't do that because I don't think I'm like that much of a foodie like that. Because I eat the same shit like every day.
What do you eat on a daily basis? Like, what's your diet consist of?
Okay, breakfast.
And especially now, because you said that you're gonna be working out.
Yeah. Well, with the diet thing, I gotta really work on that. But for breakfast, it's either eggs with rice.
Okay.
Or cereal, and then if there's fruit, I'll take the fruit.
Okay.
But those are the 3 variations. In terms of lunch and dinner, that really depends. But usually it goes with like pizza, burger, fried chicken. It's really bad. Like, so
yeah, bro. Once you start getting into like the whole realm of fitness, they're gonna be telling you. Like, I hate that. Like, you go onto YouTube, you're like, what's a good like consistent meal plan to like gain muscle, right? And they'll be like, you have to eat chicken and white rice and broccoli. I'm like, there's no, I'm not gonna live with just a bland piece of chicken.
Yeah. So I was talking to my good friend Andrew, and he was telling me you could eat what you like. You just gotta balance it. That's literally all it takes.
Also, just don't eat a whole bunch of like.
Yeah, don't
just
eat.
Rethink before you eat.
Yeah, don't drink junk food too.
Should I really be eating the 7th donut? Probably you shouldn't. Maybe you should stop. Maybe you should have stopped like 3 donuts ago.
Yeah. What really got me though is the pandemic, because before like 2020, I was 120 pounds, and I gained to like 150. And right now I'm trying to bring it down. I'm 146, 147 right now.
Yeah. Were you active
during the pandemic?
No, before the pandemic. Were you active earlier before that?
I would say so. I mean,
were you always an active kid?
I would say no.
No.
I mean, I'm not really doing sports like that.
Uh-huh.
But okay, active is like relative, because if you think about it, when you're in high school, you have to walk around because of all these classes.
But like walking is just like a base.
It adds up. It adds up, trust. And I have to walk home and walk like to school sometimes.
Yeah.
So that, and with other,
it's a good workout. No, in the morning, because I get you. I would walk to school too.
Yeah.
In the mornings, you build up a good sweat, good 15-minute walk, get that sunlight in your eyes.
And also, I was really picky, so I didn't eat. So that's what probably like.
Oh, I got to school and I ate. Oh, I was the opposite.
I hardly ate. But then pandemic, it's like, okay, you're home. I could drive now, and then I could just eat because I'm bored.
Yeah.
And then that's what got me.
I had unemployment money during the pandemic.
I didn't get that.
So food was always there. I'm talking Jack in the Box munchie meals every other night.
What was the one thing you ate a lot during the pandemic?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Mine was cereal.
Well, earlier, like, because the first month I didn't go out at all. Like, I just stayed home.
Yeah.
Because my mom didn't let me, honestly. She was like, it's in the air. If you go outside, you're going to fucking die. I'm like, I trust you, Mom. I believe you 100%. You've never lied to me before. Yeah. I'm not going outside. So we stayed inside, closed all the windows.
Oh, shit.
I was talking like, we went on our first walk around the block.
Yeah.
Like a week and a half in, almost 2 weeks.
Ooh.
It was crazy.
You were active during the pandemic?
No.
I feel like there's 2 types of people. You were really active in the pandemic, or you were not I was not active in the pandemic.
I did like the basic maintenance type thing. So I wasn't like working out super, super hard at all. Because all the gyms were closed too. So it was like, it gives me an excuse not to work. Cool thing about my body is that it like maintains itself much easier, you know? So I don't get fat, but I also don't get like super, super, super skinny. Right now, I'm like in one of my skinniest phases. I'm probably like at 140.
You weigh 140?
I don't know, but I haven't been eating this past month all that well.
Yeah, do you have any goals for? Or are you good with what you are right now?
No, I want to get bigger. I'm gonna get bigger. It's just right now there's a whole bunch of other stuff that like actively pursuing fitness isn't like on the top list of my priorities. So like I do some exercise here at home just to make sure everything's flowing and not going to rust. Yeah,
for me, I think for me personally, you know how you say yours is not really top of the list. Mine's kind of up there now because I'm like, you kind of feel good and it's like helping with your mental state.
For sure, yeah.
So
because people neglect their physical health, you know. it's just as important, mental and physical. You gotta. If people don't even realize the difference that you'll feel when you actually start taking care of your body to the fullest. I'm talking like you drink water, you make sure you're getting enough protein, you're eating right, you're really on your stuff a bit more. Huge differences.
Yeah. And like I said, it's like something to look forward to. It's like you look forward to a goal you want to achieve with yourself. So
like right now, I was like today I haven't eaten all that well. I have a burrito for have you tried burritos from Vaughn's first of all?
Okay, that's another thing. I have never eaten a burrito in my life.
Well, at Vaughn's, they sell breakfast burritos for like $5 or something, $6, and we would get them every once in a while. I got half of one today.
Okay.
But like I haven't been eating all that well today and yesterday and the day before. It's maybe like one small thing and then another small thing. So it's not really like what I'm supposed to be eating.
Yeah.
You know? So I can feel my stomach sometimes like almost like at the same time it's like expanded, like if I have air, but at the same time it's sunken in like if I'm starving. I'm not in the best physical condition right now, I would say.
Really? I've been seeing your TikToks with like the push-ups and shit, or was that a long time ago?
Well, I'll take that back. I'm in great physical condition. Let's not get that twisted. Like I feel great. It's just I know that there's things that I need to be doing that I'm not doing that would make me better. So I haven't been drinking my protein shakes. I was on that all the time. I haven't been eating my breakfast because we haven't had a kitchen because they renovated everything.
Yeah.
They just gave us all the boxes with like our utensils and frying pans and stuff. So I'm going to go dig after that, probably after this podcast, because we want to eat.
I know. I might grab poke.
Poke.
Now that you mentioned it, I'm like, ooh. Salmon?
Did you eat some last time when we ate the one up here after shooting in Fullerton?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, fun fact now, it was just salmon and rice. I've started to add wasabi mayo.
Do you like green onion? No?
I mean, no.
I like the little crunch to the green onion. I think it adds like a good texture to the poke. Maybe just me.
Maybe I'll try it.
Let's see. What else could you add to your poke that I could recommend?
See, I'm gonna go little by little.
Yeah.
And that's also with pizza. Like, I always eat pepperoni pizza, but my mom told me I should try. You know what Lent is? With like the Catholic Lent?
Like when you give something up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago ish, I didn't give something up. I added something, which was I would eat a new thing like every day.
Okay.
And then one of the days she was like, okay, you should try.
So you gave up your comfort and.
Yes. I guess. Yeah. That's the way to put it. So my mom was like, you should add something new on a pizza. So I put mushrooms. And I actually like that.
Mushrooms are pretty good on pizza.
People told me it was not good. I was like,
it's just people don't like mushrooms. Mushroom jalapeno pizza from Domino's, just good. It's just the jalapeno sometimes are too spicy.
What's your least favorite topping on a? Mine's pineapple. I'm not a pineapple gang.
I like pineapple, but I think that's probably my least favorite. Actually, I don't know. Olives. I don't like olives.
Well, actually, I take that back. To me, it's everything because I'm picky. To me, it's everything. I don't like putting anything on my pizza except pepperoni, or in mushrooms. but out of all of the least is pineapple. There's no way I could eat that.
Really? I don't mind pineapple. Pineapple and ham, Hawaiian?
Because it's a fruit. I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know. Like, you can put bell pepper on it.
But to me, it's like,
That's a vegetable.
Who started the pineapple? And why pineapple? Like, why not strawberry?
Hawaiians.
But like what? Like
I don't know. They got pineapples all over the place. They're very tropical people.
Someone should try putting like a banana.
I'm pretty sure somebody probably has.
Or a strawberry.
Have you ever? Oh, well, you have never done this. It was just me that I always ask people like, have you ever tried this? It was just me. I used to dip in. Well, it started because they dared me. They dared me in elementary school to dip a slice of pizza into applesauce and eat it, and I was like, man,
dip what? Dip what in applesauce?
Pizza, a slice of pizza into applesauce, right? And I was like, man, I'm not gonna back down from this challenge. I got this. Yeah. So I get a good amount.
And then what?
Actually, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it at all. It's pretty good.
You know something a little gross when I was a kid?
What?
When I was eating pizza, I would get Pizza Hut, right? And I would like to dip it in marinara sauce because I like the sauce. And then I asked for marinara in the cafeteria for school, and they're like, we don't have that. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I got ketchup because I thought it was like the second best thing, and I dipped pizza and ketchup to eat that.
Oh, I don't like when people put pizza in their ketchup ketchup on their pizza.
That's common? I thought,
people
really?
do that.
Oh.
Like, ranch is cool.
I don't like ranch.
Ah,
I'm not a ranch guy.
yeah.
I feel like food. We're gonna be really opposites on this.
Because I get what you mean. Ranch is one of those things that I can enjoy on the side, but there's people who really like ranch. Like my little brother grew up putting ranch on his eggs.
Oh my
putting
God.
ranch on his rice, putting ranch on a whole bunch of other stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't even stand the smell.
Oh,
ranch. I don't know. Something about it. It's just.
it's like blue cheese to you.
I think that's the thing. I really don't like cheese. The only thing I like cheese is like on pizza.
Okay.
If you think about it, like, because I don't like putting cheese in my burger, and
Okay.
a lot of Mexican food has cheese, and I just don't. Oh, actually, I like cheese quesadilla, but that's like the main course. So
Yeah, quesadillas are good. Just a nice rip open.
maybe if it's a topping, because if
We need to take you to quesabirria tacos. It's a quesadilla, but with birria inside.
okay,
And you dip it in it's called a consomme. We just need to take you. I'm gonna record everything because you're gonna have
that'll be good content.
you're gonna have a great time. I don't know how you're gonna say that you don't like it.
Okay, we'll see.
If you say that you don't like it, which I just not fine actually. I was gonna say I guess it's fine, but it's really not. I'm pretty sure you're going to like this. There's no way that you don't like it.
Okay,
You know,
we'll see how it goes.
it's like one of those special occasion foods. You know, at least for me. It's
Okay.
like, oh, we're about to treat ourselves today to some quesabirria tacos. You know, you're in for a good day.
I was gonna say, are you into like comic, like nerd stuff?
You're a big Marvel guy.
I'm gonna give Marvel guy, but this is not Marvel. Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No, but you've been talking about that a lot on your
Bro,
Instagram.
on my story, yeah. Oh my, I've been following. They announced that show in 2018.
It's a show or a movie?
It's a show in Netflix.
Last Airbender?
It's called Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, It's a
Yeah,
movie.
but they're making like a new
live action.
live action show of
Yeah.
the original.
Yeah,
Ah.
I'm so excited. I've been following like the production stuff since 2018, and they pushed back the due date to 2024, and that sucked.
Now you have to wait.
But they look so good. Like the cast, they got the Asian representation right. Like
Yeah.
that's what I've been waiting for. I feel like Asians don't have like a.
You've been seeing
think-
a lot more.
Yes, thank God. But like if you
And
think
they're-
about it,
no. Not only have you been seeing a lot more, they've been crushing it.
that's
dude.
what I'm saying.
They've been doing really, really
That's
good
what I'm
movies.
saying.
Like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh my God, that's
Dude,
what
I can go back to that movie all day
Same.
long. What a great movie.
Best movie ever.
And then they just made what's the name of the movie? What's the name of the it's a show. It's a show by A24. What's the name of the show?
There's a show.
Yes, there's
Didn't they only make Euphoria and then a new one called
no.
The Idol?
it's by A24 Films. It's a bunch of Asian it's an Asian cast. A24 it's called Man, hold on, I'm going to find it right now. Show.
There's this recent A24.
Beef. Oh my god.
that was A24?
Yeah, that was
Oh shit,
A24.
I gotta watch it. I thought that was just a Netflix show, and I was like,
No, bro, the shots in that
okay,
movie-
wait, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
The shots in that show are really, really good.
Okay.
Wait, I think it's A24. But
I mean, they're Asian. Doesn't matter.
it's a good show. Or Crazy Rich Asians. Loved that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
That
Got-
wedding. I remember the first time I saw it in the movie theaters. That wedding did make me cry. I'm not even gonna lie.
It
Got
didn't
very
or did?
emotional. It did.
Oh no,
The water starts floating up. Like how beautiful.
that's interesting. I feel like now is a really good time because all a bunch of Asian stuff is like out in media.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there could be more, but like back then, I really felt like, or maybe I'm right. I don't know. I don't know the right math, but I feel like in white people are like the most in media, and then I would say black, and then Latinx
Yeah.
and Asian. I feel like it's last.
Because I would say it like this. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, this might just be my personal.
At least in
opinion.
America.
Yeah. Like for Asian tradition, like I've seen many Asian families be more strict. Like, you have to
Yeah.
pursue an education. You have to pursue a career or profession.
Yeah.
You know, and they really, you know, they're and well with Mexican it's just opportunity. You know, some Mexicans don't really have those opportunities, and there's some limitations by just simply being Mexican or Hispanic, you know, any country that's, you know, a
Yeah.
Spanish speaking country. And then, you know, with African Americans, is, you know, it's all over the news. You see
Yeah.
everything every day,
Yeah.
limitations to a lot of different things. And some people take it for granted in some parts, like they exaggerate. But I like that slowly. It's a matter, it really shows the people who really blow up. It's like, oh yeah, like for example, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at everything that this guy's been working up to,
Yeah.
you know? Or even if you go to Mexican actors, remember the guy that played Namor
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was badass.
badass. And you go to the Asian side, and you're seeing a whole bunch of Asian stars rise and do great things.
Yeah, I think.
And not even like in Hollywood, there's like Parasite.
Oh yeah,
On Korean movies that we're finally getting exposed to.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's not so much nowadays, but like you said, Asian parents are just like they expect you to live the traditional lifestyle.
Traditional.
It's like college, career, wife, kids, and then retire. Like, and I don't know. For me,
so how do you see your future? Because you're not doing you're doing your part. You're doing what you're supposed to. You're going to school, but you're doing something else.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like everyone in my family is like wants that traditional lifestyle, and I'm the only one that doesn't really.
Yeah.
Feel
What do they want you to be, or do?
The tradition. They want me to do the traditional lifestyle like everyone else. But me, I want to be. I don't even know the right word. To me, I call it the artist lifestyle, which is basically what we're doing.
Your life through art.
Yes.
Okay.
You dedicate more of that. Like that's kind of your life.
So if you could, you'd just be out here making movies and music.
Yes. Oh my God. If I could trade any places with like anyone, it would be Childish Gambino. Because
Childish Gambino.
In terms of career, because like he makes music and he makes movies, like that's what I want.
He's very talented, and that's cool.
Yes.
How we said
An actor too, but
especially as an artist, it's about not having all of your eggs in the same basket, right? You can make a living off of so many different formats of art.
Yeah.
You with film or with music. Those are two of your main ones.
Yeah. I realized like, wow, I really gotta do it,
Yeah.
Because
That's the only thing that's setting you back.
it would be a shame. What?
Doing it.
I don't know. What's holding me back is just, I don't know, it's life.
Life.
I mean, life, like, I don't know, it's like obstacles come your way.
Yeah.
And then.
That's life. That's the whole point
that's
of life.
life. So.
Yeah. The
Besides
obstacles are going to come your way. So it's just a matter of figuring it out.
Yes.
And I feel I've covered this a couple of times with people that I've talked to, with my dad a lot too. And I think that's what I'm starting to learn the purpose of life, at least for me, is to figure things out and understand how and what it means to figure it out. Understanding things.
Yeah, I think that's what life is, to understand, because everyone has a different world.
Yeah.
So life is like just understand your world and interpret that, and maybe like as an artist display that.
Like how do you see your world in the future, man? I'm talking.
How do I see my future world?
Yeah, your world.
My world right now, or my world in the future?
The future.
Future.
You did. I don't know exactly how your mind's at. We're gonna get to that right now, right? But everything you set on your mind, you accomplished it. You're getting there, or even if you're not completely there, you're getting super close to, I guess, somewhat your dream goal, right? What does it look like? What do you see in front of you?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist.
Making music.
Like, what do you, like? How do you see your? I don't know, like literally as to the dot that you can, because I think about this a lot. I'm telling you, like I talk to Nicole all the time about it. I'm like, this is how I see everything. I take it into the more literal sense of like kingdom, castle, throne.
You want an empire?
Yeah, I want an empire.
Eric and I talked about that. I was thinking of like one day we have a production company ish. It's kind of weird because we want like a facility where people can make music, make film, do these things.
So a creative center, kind of.
I would say so. It's kind of basically A24, but also music, because A24 only does films.
Okay.
So
are you talking about like an actual location or just like
yeah, Eric and I was like, we're like called the Erg campus.
Erg campus?
Yeah.
Erg University?
Something like, I wouldn't say not university, but like just like a literally like a facility where art is made.
Yeah. That's
cool.
dude, I love places like that. Like when, for example, one thing that really interests me was like film school. Right? Because you're around the same people who like the same thing as you.
Yeah.
And I tried it. Well, maybe I didn't get enough experience from where the amount of time that I was there, but like I experienced it, and I feel like what they were teaching me or what I was learning was very limited, and the rest of it was on me to decide. Like they can teach me like super small things, but I don't think they're going to teach me how to make something great.
Yeah. When I was in film school, I feel like My professor, he's a really cool dude, and he taught me a lot of things. But he's very old school, where it's kind of like
traditional.
Yeah, and I feel like I would do things, and he would not agree with it, so I have to change it for the film, for my film, and I'm just like. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, whatever. At the end of the day, it's a class, and I just have.
That's the cool thing about being in control of your own art is that
it's yours.
Yeah, and of course, like you could take advice and like tips and opinions from people working with you. But at the end of the day, it's like I appreciate your comment. But I have an instinct in me, or something's telling me in my mind that it should be like this. It's gonna come out better this way. Let me try it. I'll try yours, but I have something in mind right now.
Yeah. A good example is like I wanted to shoot a film in a different aspect ratio. But he told me like that's like not it. Like he was like shoot in a regular like 16:9 aspect ratio. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I was just watching music videos with my
everyone's doing that now. Or well, it used to be cool back. Okay.
Like
yeah. I mean, I like it, but at the same time now, I feel like since everyone's doing it, it's like, damn it.
Yeah,
it's not unique.
Overused.
It's not unique anymore. But I mean, I'll still do it.
The whole Zack Snyder cut.
Yes, I think that's cool. There's never been a superhero film like in that aspect
8
ratio.
8 hours long? Was it 8 or 6?
It was 4.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was 6.
4 or 5. No, it's not 6.
Very, very long.
It's not 6.
But I think it's much more worth it to. Actually, I don't know. You got to be really into it. You got to be willing to sit through the entire movie. I was gonna say that like it would be better to just watch that one instead of the regular Justice League movie. But that's like if you really want to know about the universe, or like you really want to know about the storyline as much as possible. I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, DC. Well, they're gonna reboot it, but
you seen Flash?
I know, no, but I know what happens.
The trailer.
What do you mean? No, like the movie. I know what happens in the movie. Like
no, the new one.
Yeah,
that's coming out.
Yeah, I spoiled myself. I know everything that's gonna happen. But have you seen it?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. But
has it come out already?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I got spoiled on what happened. So
I've been seeing the trailer at Best Buy. It comes up on the TV.
Yeah.
So I see it. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. There's a lot of Flashes and a lot of Batman.
In my opinion, DC's lacking. Ever since I was a kid, I would make. I'm like, okay, if I was, Kevin Feige, he's in charge of Marvel. I was like, if I was the Kevin Feige of DC, how would I do my lineup of movies? And I have a Google Doc of how I would have my movie slate.
What would you start with?
Superman. He's
I
the
think
man.
you got to start with Superman for sure,
bro. My slate is so much better than what they're putting on.
But how would you make? I'm never mind. I think you can tell me afterwards because I don't want you to spill your idea into the universe and then somebody just freaking grabs it.
Yeah, that's true. No one's stealing it. But basically, on the slate is just have a plan, because DC, they don't have a plan for like where are they going to? Marvel, they led up to Thanos. Like that was the goal. That's the objective.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look forward to something. That's the goal.
Exactly.
DC, they're just putting out shit out of their ass. Like Birds of Prey. What the fuck is that? I mean, that was a good comic, but that doesn't lead up to anything. And
it's a side quest.
Yes, and
a filler.
Yes, and Flash. I'm not gonna say anything, but it was good. But I think they're gonna reboot it because James Gunn is now in charge of DC.
Okay. Is that good or bad?
I don't know yet because he hasn't really.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel did a good job with their things, and they're slowly coming back again. Like it's starting to hype up again.
I hope, because to me, Phase 4 was kind of.
Yeah. But now we're in Phase 5.
Phase 5. We were in Phase 5 now. Yeah.
Yeah, Phase 5 is pretty good so far.
It's good so far. Quantum Mania, I feel like could have done better, but
it was a start.
It was a start. Yeah.
You gotta start off a little rocky.
Yeah.
And then you get into Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was fire.
Fire. Yeah. Beautiful movie.
There's a new show coming, Secret Invasion with Nick Fury, and that looks so good because it's serious. They've been kind of doing like goofy stuff a little bit on Marvel. Yeah, it hasn't been really like a serious.
Remember She-Hulk?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I don't like that one. There hasn't been a serious Marvel movie, in my opinion, since like Infinity War. I feel like.
Yeah, and Guardians of the Galaxy give you a bit of both worlds.
Yes, you could have funny stuff, but when there's shit like She-Hulk and like
now I'm not taking it seriously.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. Secret Invasion looks like a literally serious, barely any jokes kind of show, and I'm
knowing Marvel, they're gonna sneak some in.
Yeah, they're gonna sneak some in, but
it's a matter of like actually watching the show.
Yeah,
to get the joke.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a very tight joke. When what's it called? In Guardians of the Galaxy, like it has a great story. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
and they tie in the comedy element.
Yeah.
But they tie it in so perfectly where it's not overdone.
Yeah.
And
There has to be
it's-
balance.
And it's very smart comedy too.
yeah.
Like they're not trying to be funny. It's just like, yeah, it's just how people are, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
They really got the characters down to the dot.
Yeah. I feel like it could be a little too much on the comedy, in my opinion. And with DC, it could be a little too much serious. There has to be a good balance.
I get you.
A good movie that had a good balance and Marvel to me was like No Way Home and Winter Soldier and Infinity War. Infinity War had funny moments, but it was
Yeah.
still serious.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they're really mastering their art in movies. Like the start for the whole MCU was cool. It was really cool. Would that be like phase 1? Yeah.
yeah,
Right? And then they started trying things out and building more and more. And then they got themselves to a point where they're like, all right, what are we doing here? All right, let's plan because we gotta make
Yeah.
this badass.
yeah.
And then they got into this phase and they're like, we're back.
Yeah.
We're in the start of something great.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to I think Captain Marvel is the next movie.
Ooh.
So
I really need
goes.
to like tie more or dive more into the MCU. I just saw the new Spider-Man movie. Dope.
but you just saw it?
The new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, you just saw it.
Yeah, I just saw it like last week.
Oh, okay. I thought like before this. I was like, okay, well, what do you think?
It was great. I loved
Bro,
it.
people didn't like the ending because of the cliffhanger.
Oh, the cliffhanger.
But I'm like, that's what makes it good, in my
That's
opinion.
what makes you want to keep watching. Don't get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm
But
like, oh, there's another
I'm talking to you, Ergie. No, I'm kidding.
Or you didn't like that?
No, he was mad. But
No,
I
I
get why
appreciate
people
it.
are mad because it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You want... It's because people are like this. They want to move on as fast as possible.
True. But we don't have to wait that long. It comes out March.
And
so.
you know what it is? People don't want to take the time to understand it. You know?
True. I watched it 3 times. I definitely understand it.
Already?
Yeah, I watched it 3 times.
I have my friend Gabe, and he always goes to like premieres of movies, but he watches the premiere and then he goes again like the next day, and then like 2 days later he goes again to watch that same movie.
Oh, man.
If you didn't know, Gabe really likes film.
That's cool. I think
I'll
watching...
connect you to him. Maybe one day you guys can like work on a project together.
He's into film. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Have you worked with Dorian yet?
Not like locked in like that. No.
You should. You really
Yeah, I
should.
know.
You guys will have a crap ton of fun and just nerd
Yeah.
out the entire
I kind of, if I were to make a music video, I would definitely want to hit up him and OKK
Mhm.
to be like my DPs.
They're mastering their craft.
They're good. They're good.
See, that's the thing with I guess with me, I don't fully dive deep into a craft. Or I haven't dived, but I have picked up something from each craft to at least know a little bit of it.
Yeah, so me, I've like, just like you, I like to do a bunch of things.
Mhm.
But I forgot who told me this advice, but they were like, if you choose one, that will become so powerful,
Mhm.
and then you can do like the rest. So right now, I
Exactly.
think I'm leaning to music, even though I know like, film and all these things.
Mhm.
It's
So
music.
film is your main focus.
Right as of right now, yeah. I'm focused on
And,
film.
and in the future, you see yourself as an artist, but you said you got to look, got to have something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
So what's your plan to get to that point?
Well, you gotta take it one step at a time. Well, right now, I'm looking forward to releasing the album, and I'm trying to build up like TikTok content. I've been kind of lagging though. I'm not gonna lie, cause
You gotta get some tips from Jordan, bro. Learn. Get
he
sponge.
was giving like me and Uri like a lecture one day, and I'm like, oh shit, I really gotta go in. And that's one of the biggest regrets.
Sure, about what?
Like how TikTok works, basically.
Okay.
But my biggest regret during the pandemic is not like making
Taking
TikToks.
advantage of it.
And my brother was doing it. He was urging me to do it, but I'm like, I don't play video games. Like,
Yeah, I was streaming a lot during the pandemic too.
yeah. So
Video games were so cool.
yeah, it was
But I haven't played them in a
fire.
while.
I don't regret it though. Actually, I mean,
Good times.
it was good times. I regret not doing it, but at the same time, it's like, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun playing video games with my cousins. So
Like I wish it could have been more productive, but I enjoyed my time.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I get you. I was on TikTok during the pandemic. I tried it for a good while, not as much as like Jordan, because Jordan was always on it, posting
Yeah.
every single day. Well, me, I just posted when I was bored, and I was bored like most of the time.
Yeah.
So I would post all the time, and I got to 4K. I was like, what?
Like
and
views?
I've just been there this entire time.
Oh shit. When I first made a TikTok, I made an Avatar, The Last Airbender TikTok, and that was when everyone was watching it, and I was just riding that wave because I love that show, and I got like 16K on each like views, and then like I kind of stopped posting. I'm
You
trying to
brought
do
up a word, and it triggers something in my memory.
what?
wave, right? Did you see the message that I sent in the group chat with Ergi?
Oh yeah, that boosted everyone. Everyone's talking about
Very
that.
long one.
Yeah. I love that.
How are you planning to get in position for when that wave comes?
Well, one's working out,
Working out.
and
Okay.
two just do it. Make music and make content.
Make content.
I'm trying to. It's hard doing the content thing. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like
I overthink content a lot too.
yes. Okay, I feel like Jordan does not think. He told me he doesn't think, and then
Yeah, when he was here, he said it's actually really easy.
yeah, and then he's like, I don't think about it too much, and then it gets it. And then I did that, and that got a lot of views. I was like, oh shit, he's right.
It's always the least expected videos that do great.
Yeah, I literally made one because of a filter, and I found on the For You page. I'm like, let me make this real quick, and then I took a nap after. I woke it up, and it has like almost 1,000 views, and I was like, what the fuck?
It performed well.
Yeah, I was like, what the? You don't really have to try on TikTok, huh?
I was going to say something. I forgot. Because I've made videos in the past for TikTok, like you've seen, where I'm like putting in effects and text and zoom ins and zoom outs and this and that, and they don't perform all that well sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like that though.
You appreciate that more?
I appreciate that. I think it's because it's your style. That's the thing. Just stick to a style, and then people will resonate with it.
Yeah.
So,
Because I feel like when I do that, it's more about performing a good video rather than staying authentic to myself. What are some tricks or tips that you have for me on staying authentic? Like, how do you make your music, for example, in your art?
Damn, right? I could look for advice for that too. I don't know, but I think just see like, all right.
What would be some advice for yourself then? Like, how would you try to be more authentic and stay authentic, not sound like anybody else?
I mean, the best way is put yourself outside yourself.
Okay, so
and
like
look
your perspective.
And be like, is that you? Basically, if it was a clone, exact copy of you, and you looked at that, it's like, is that you? Like, and it's acting the way you are, and then and you don't think so, then you're not being authentic.
Okay, so you have to like restart almost like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made it so complicated. Just look at yourself in the mirror or look inward and be like, am I being me? That it's just simple as that. At least in my head. I don't know if there's a better advice than that.
Have you ever talked to a mirror?
What do you mean? Like
talk to yourself in the mirror.
I want to say I talk to myself, but not in front of the mirror. I don't think so.
I've been bringing that up because it was a very interesting experience. I talked to myself in front of that mirror.
Ooh.
I stared at myself for 30 minutes.
I'll stare, but I don't think I'll like talk
like deep in your eyes.
But do you talk
until words come out? Words just come out.
Interesting. I do that not with the mirror. I'll do that in the car.
You have to do it like or the way I did it, it was like you have to really be willing to learn from yourself. You're like, all right, I'm gonna sit here in front of this mirror and see what happens. I'm gonna look into my eyes and see what I see. And when words just feel like coming out, or something comes to your mind, you just start speaking, and all of a sudden, you can't stop speaking. It's a very interesting experience that I had.
Do you do that to like what's the goal when you do that? Like,
well, that time when I was doing that, there was a lot of things like to figure out. That was like, dude, I don't know what to do. Like, I need to stop everything and just figure it out right now. Yeah, and that's what I did. It ended up being that. I was sitting in my room and I see myself in the mirror, and I look around. I'm like, hold on, there's something calling me into that mirror. So I'm like looking into it. I'm looking and looking, and yeah, it was just I guess, yeah, be authentic. It really is just that. Just be you.
I guess I gotta try that.
There's so much shit going around all over the world all the time that you worrying about something isn't in. It's like this little part.
That's what I'm saying.
Compared to like this whole part.
That's why I learned. It's like, okay, you're kind of irrelevant. And that kind of helps me.
Yeah, it's good that you're irrelevant.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's like, okay, I'm irrelevant. It's fine. Just do your thing.
Because your canvas is still pretty much blank.
Yeah.
There's some people who have their canvases filled with a bunch of shit that they don't know how to get rid of.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what it is. Or not every time, but that time that I went to the mirror to talk to it, it was like setting my canvas kind of blank or erasing things from my canvas.
I think I should try doing the mirror thing because when I make content, I figure out the reason why I don't is that I really don't like being in front of camera. Okay. I mean, now it's fine because we're talking.
Yeah.
What's up? But like making stuff, and then it's weird because I like filming, but I don't like filming myself.
You have to be good for the camera.
Yeah. So maybe that's like working out might help because maybe I'll look better and I'll be like, ooh,
Because they've told me that I'm pretty good in front of a camera. I would
You
say
are
that
good.
Yeah, I would say that I struggle. Thank you, by the way. That I struggle being in front of a camera. I'm getting used to it more because I've been doing these podcasts more
Yeah.
often. So like I kind of even if a conversation were to like slowly die out, like I don't know. I'm just curious. So
Yeah.
I even that, it's like I don't care what happens for the camera. It's more like all of that can happen afterwards. Right now it's just this.
yeah.
So it's like even if it's a stupid question, like I don't know, where'd you buy shoes?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Is that a store?
Do you listen to Kanye?
Oh, bro, I was listening to him on the way here. No, but I'm listening to him like now.
And what do you think?
It's great. Are you showing me?
I love it.
What's it called? Graduation. That,
Wow.
Okay. What a fire album.
Yeah, Ergie's gonna teach you some great music. I feel like his palette is just so huge.
Dude,
you know?
he's just
so
a
wide.
man of music. Like,
Variety.
he knows his purpose. Like,
Yeah.
I commend that.
My cousin was just here the other day.
Yeah.
He's a DJ. So he studies music all the time because he has to make sure that they fit into this. And he's thinking about one day going into producing. And I'm like, well, we have Ergie. He's like, and once I do producing, I can go into making my own music. I'm like, and we have a whole bunch of people that are already doing that. So you'd fit in perfectly.
Wow.
And who knows? Maybe we could use a DJ sometime.
Yeah. Hey, we kind of need made for ErgFest.
Yeah.
Not
Just a huge rager after the concert.
Yeah. Or everyone pre-games or something. I don't know. Actually, no. After
After pre-games. Yeah.
maybe ErgFest 3. It's a little too late, but
Yeah, he came on here and he was talking about his music, right? That he wanted to make it.
yeah.
And it's cool how you said earlier you brought it back to the center of to the center of the podcast or the beginning of the podcast, something you had just said. And that's what I've noticed a lot with art, that it just correlates a lot. Even if it's so different. Like my dad's been working on his car.
Is that what he's working on out there?
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
he was on his truck. And he comes and he explains like everything that he's learning. And he's like super into it right now.
Yeah.
He's like, Mijo, it's so weird because a car, it's like, it makes sense. Like this goes there, then because of this, I'm like the anatomy of a car. It's like a human, right? The brain is like this.
Yeah.
The gas is like this. And he's like, yeah, whoa. He started like flipping out because he just discovered something brand new. He's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do
Do you know car stuff like that?
No, I wish. I
don't
feel like I need to learn.
Bro, I found out like a lot of people know how to. Do you know how to change a tire?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Fuck.
Yeah, that's an important one.
I don't know how to do
You
that.
should dedicate a day just putting one on and putting one off.
I don't even know how to do the jumper cable thing. I never had my car.
I know how to do it. It just scares me. Electricity.
Oh, to like.
yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get like burned up and just blow up. Like I'm gonna
Just get
start the car. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be here anymore.
YOLO.
Yeah, fuck
Anyways.
it. See what happens.
Speaking of cars, you know about I got in an accident. Fun fact.
No, but I just heard about that. Nicole told me.
Wait, recently or just a while ago?
Well, she went with you to do your piercings.
Oh, and then she told you then?
She told me about that. She's like, dude, I didn't know he was in a car accident. I was like, what? He was in a car accident?
So, okay, what's crazy is I was going to work 3 a.m. and then I was making a left on a green arrow and a guy just ran through and hit me like,
Hard?
head on. Yeah, pretty hard. And then I spun. And then
How was that, dude?
how was that?
How was that?
I sprained my knee and fractured my ankle and I had a lot of bruises here. But besides that,
Chilling.
I was chilling. But I was so shocked because I thought a lightning hit my car. Like that's how fast it was.
It was just
But
in
then
an instant.
it was like in a second. I thought it was a lightning. But after that, I was like, okay, no, I got hit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then my instinct was to get out of the car because I don't know if it was gonna explode.
Dude, I don't know how I would react to that. I've never been in that.
Okay, I was yelling, and then because I'm spinning, it wasn't like a hit, like a crash and stop. It was a crash and then like yeah, exactly.
peel.
And then how did that feel?
Banana peel.
Oh, yeah, banana peel. And then I jumped out of the car and then went to the sidewalk. And then pedestrians came, and then
Pedestrians.
yeah, and then ambulance came, and then I was on my way. But I was in a wheelchair for like a month, and then crutches, and then
What did you learn from your experience of being in a wheelchair for that long?
it sucked. I suck because I can't like it hurts moving. It's one thing that you can't walk, but it's another thing that hurts to move. Like, cause it's my chest. Because if I get
like,
up,
if you can't walk, well, it's because you know that you're gonna be walking eventually, so it's just a matter of patience.
Yeah.
But when it hurts to move, you're like, oh,
Exactly. Like
Everything
getting out of
hurts.
bed
It
literally
sucks.
hurts to like do a sit up to get out of
yeah,
bed.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it's
You're
whole.
sore all over the place. Yes.
Yes.
That's what I've heard. My mom and my dad were both in a car accident
way.
before, so they've told me about their experience. But I've never been in a car accident.
I would never think I would get into accident. And
Me
then-
neither. I never. I'm super careful when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've been told that I'm a very careful driver, and I do try to be very careful because I know, like, even if I'm super safe, I know that a lot of people
Yeah.
aren't safe at all.
That's why when at night, oh my god, I'm
Especially
so
at night.
aware now. At
Yeah.
night, compared in the morning, obviously I'm aware, but
I always
night-
take the back roads. I always make sure, super
Yeah.
safe.
I feel like the what's it called, side street is way more dangerous, or at least higher chance of getting to an accident, because
Yeah.
just
And it's nicer
intersections.
scenery.
Yeah.
I think so.
The highway to me is like, yeah, you're going fast, but you're just going straight. So
Yeah, yeah. It's like, what are you
Accidents-
gonna run into when
yeah,
you're going straight?
Yeah, that
Another
shouldn't really
car.
happen. It's just the intersections.
It's just a matter of stopping on that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I've gotten, when I was on my way to UCR during school, I got brake checked. You know what that is?
It's like when someone's in front of you, right? And then,
And they just stomp
Yeah.
on the brakes, so you almost
Yeah.
hit the back of their car. You almost
Yeah.
run into the back of the car.
yeah.
It was some old man. And he merged into my lane. It slammed the brakes, so he went. And I was like right here, and I slammed my brakes as much as I can, dude. And I was like, oh no, I'm about to crash. I'm about to crash. I'm hitting the car. And I'm like, and I get like this close probably.
Ooh.
It was if. It probably it could have been like this much, but I felt
And
it.
I know
this
your eyes.
close.
It was-
Yeah, in my eyes, it was like I was practically touching.
Touching tips.
Yeah, basically touching tips.
But yeah.
But let's go back to Kanye because Kanye's very interesting. What have you been learning from Kanye? Have you seen this documentary?
No, I
great documentary.
know Eric has. He told me to watch it, but I haven't watched it.
You'll see the mentality that Kanye has,
Yeah,
and if you incorporate that into your music,
I've learned that he's an artist that he doesn't care if it's a hit or not. This is my eyes. I don't know if this is what he's actually thinking. He doesn't care if it's a hit or not. He just wants to make art.
yeah, he wants to create. I
'cause-
don't care what you guys think. I like this.
Yeah, other artists, they want to make a hit because when you make a hit, you make money.
yeah.
He just wants to make art, and then the
Money
art
comes afterwards,
becomes a hit. Yeah,
and
so,
he's one of the biggest paid artists.
yeah.
You
I didn't even
know?
know that.
I think that's one mentality that a lot of us, like even I'm talking like our group who are pursuing something through our talent, that we still get it kind of confused that we can't do it for money.
I never really went in for like money or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I know people told me like you gotta like ask for like a, like a fee or anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm
always
like,
charge.
yeah, I mean, I ideally, yeah, I want to make a living off of what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah,
But nothing really more than that. That comes like later, I guess.
yeah, yeah. I
I-
want to do what I want first, and then make.
Yeah.
The money will come. It has to come.
I do it because like, well, it's rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good, and I feel like it just feels right,
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this, I was an accounting major, like when I started college.
Oh, I think I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, before, okay, because remember I told you Jordan hit me up out of nowhere. Before that, I was planning to just leave the artist's life behind, be an accountant.
It was a phase.
Yeah, it was a phase, accounting. I was trying to be an accountant and then just work
Didn't work out for you.
and die after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And it just didn't feel right. It felt like
You
I
didn't
was
want to be in the Matrix.
Yes, it literally felt like I was in purgatory or like I didn't exist. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that phase, I really felt like I was
Like
just
this isn't real.
drifting. Yes.
This can't be it.
Yeah. And then when Jordan hit me up and then I started doing this whole shenanigans now, it just feels right,
Why do you say shenanigans?
Because, oh my God.
In everyone's eyes or something. Everyone
Yeah,
sees that
there's
shenanigans.
always shenanigans going on.
Because, bro, like when we work, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But we get stuff done.
Yes, that's what I like.
You know, that's what, and it comes out really good.
Yes, I've been telling Ergie this, that a lot of people are talk and they don't do.
Walk.
Well, yeah, talk and they don't walk. I like that better.
Yeah.
And I feel like we talk and we do it. Like Ergie said, I want to make a showcase like Kel's.
And then he goes and does
He
it.
makes Erg Fest. I'm like, wow. And then to me, I was like, okay, I want to make an autumn themed album, and then I do it in less than a month. And I was like,
and
wow.
it came up
Yeah.
pretty good again.
So now I'm gonna make this EP.
Make this EP.
I don't know the title for the EP. I'm just calling it EP.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
What are some thoughts that you've thought of for the EP?
So
what kind of emotion or well, it doesn't have to be a message, but what are you going?
It's like inward of myself, because when I made the Autumn, it's like, okay, it has to be. It was very technical because I'm like, okay, it's Autumn themed. It has to have this like a verse, chorus, and the melody has to be this exactly.
Okay.
But now I'm kind of going more natural kind of pursuit, and
so the first one was more like about learning how to get things right.
I say so.
But this time you're actually trying something.
Yeah, different.
you.
Yeah. I want to be more authentic, like we're talking about. So each song is
So what did you do differently?
The process is different. Besides, before I would be like, okay, it has to be really technical of how I make the structure of the song. Now it's just like, let's just make something in terms of melodies, and then we'll go from there.
And then
or let's do like a word, and we'll go from there.
So you build off of that instead.
Yeah, instead of like, okay, it has to be verse, chorus, and it has to be like in this way. It has to.
So you might start with like the ending, and then all of a sudden be in the beginning, and then in the middle, and then this fits here, and this fits. It's like a puzzle.
Yes, exactly, and it'll come out in a certain way.
Do you like this process more, or do you like it better when you do stick to that structure?
I think I like a blend. I would like a structure because I'm a planning guy. I love to plan things.
Yeah.
That could be like a weakness because, oh my God.
Yeah, because art is one of those things that's like, there's rules for sure.
Yes.
But they're not there to stay in place. It's for you to like break them down.
I was in the extreme side of like, okay, plan. It has to be exactly like, no, I feel like I'm going to have a certain structure and then just feel it.
Make your own style like Bruce Lee.
Yes, exactly.
With music.
And then there's, that's ideal to make your own music genre, your own style.
Oh, I mean, we were talking about it. I think it was my cousin that was talking to me about it, of how like Hispanic artists are mixing with rap. Like,
Yeah.
you'll see like with a big like tuba or something, and a whole banda with mariachi hats.
Yeah.
And then some famous rapper.
It's just
that
rapping. That's fire. I never seen that.
And it works out, and it always comes out so good. So it's new and it's fresh.
Yeah, man. I hope one day I could learn Tagalog. Filipino, because I want to like make Tagalog songs, because there's not really much in America, at least. That'd be so fire. But learning a language is, oh my God, that's a whole.
Introducing that Tagalog into mainstream American
Yeah, that would be
music.
fire, bro. There's no Tagalog. Wait, did you always learn Spanish? Like, was that?
Yeah,
was that-
Spanish was my first language. Yeah.
Oh, it was. My parents never taught me Tagalog because they're like, because they were immigrants, so they're like, we're in America. They have to. Yeah, they need to learn English because we're.
I think.
I'm like, no, you should have taught me Tagalog.
Yeah. Are you gonna teach your kids any languages?
If I learn Tagalog, I'm definitely gonna teach them Tagalog.
Yeah, I think I need to learn it first. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to learn it first.
Yeah, I get you.
Unfortunately.
I don't know. That's one thing that I have put on myself too. Now that you say it,
What?
having to learn for your kids.
I really want to, because
Yeah.
I don't want them to be like whitewashed.
Like, what if one of them wants to like really go into music just like you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Tagalog, and even if you don't want music, it's a good for like resumes, for to find jobs.
Yeah.
I just know freaking English. I'm a Filipino.
That's why I say to all my friends that it's so important to build your skills. And even if you don't have a skill, like, start it and keep expanding from there. Keep practicing, keep building that skill up.
Yeah, I think.
Strong skills build a strong empire.
Yeah.
If you want a good kingdom, you gotta have a good horse trainer. You gotta have a good gesture. Somebody's gotta tell a joke.
Yeah.
We're all serious, so you gotta have a good ass comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Blacksmith.
High key, I feel like sometimes when we're in a room, we're like we're all kings, but I feel like we're like not a little bit like mob bosses a little bit, because like
bosses?
we have our own like clan a little bit, or like we have our own thing. And
You
then,
know how I think of you guys?
what?
Renaissance artists. Like, you guys
Ooh,
are just,
that's a
like-
good one.
Like, you guys are just all there, like
We gotta do a fire ass photo shoot like
fire
that.
ass.
We
you know what I
gotta
mean? Like around a table or something.
shit.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I
we have
like
to
that.
do that one day.
In the we could do it in Ergy Studio.
No, I want to do like Gigster.
Gigster?
Bro, you gotta get this. There's a website called Gigster, and you could rent any location, or not any, but almost any location you want. Like I could type up forest, and then someone could rent out their land, and I could use it as a forest to film. So if
Okay,
we
you
look
use it
up,
the entire time.
yeah, and then if we look up like, I don't know, Renaissance type house or something, we
Castle.
can, yeah, you can literally type a castle and find a castle, and we can take a picture there. That should be fire.
Imagine if we still had castles here in America. Do we have castles here in America? Like actual huge.
Like people living in there?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we have any castles.
Man, they never transferred over here.
I think it's because like when America's or
They didn't have that same foundation.
no, they didn't want to get rid of the England, and England's like all the castles. They're like
the old regime.
yeah, they're like no, we're our own people, and
We are a democracy.
yeah, they didn't want to do the
Land of
whole
the free.
castle thing.
We the people.
Yeah, it's PTSD for them. to have a castle.
Yeah, they're like, we can't have that king. That's the only thing about history. Kings always had either a really good connotation, but it was hidden by a bad connotation. And I think that's the cool thing about being a king and also having the artist element is that learning to be an artist, you kind of let go of that ego side. So you see the more beautiful things in life, but you also know how to get the things that you want. You know, take control over everything as much as you can. That's what I needed to get out. Remember how I was telling you about the thing? That's exactly what that was.
You know my burps, right? You know how loud it is. I can't burp on purpose.
Yeah,
Like, that's just pure.
that's not on purpose. I think I've seen you burp on purpose before.
I can't do it right now. If you told me to burp, I can't do it. I don't know how to.
I'm not gonna.
Every burp is real. Like that's.
Yeah, authentic.
Yep, authentic. Yes,
That's a king's role right there,
man.
bro.
That's the theme of the podcast: authentic and look forward to something.
That's what I'm learning a lot, you know? Because going into this podcast, I was trying to be podcasts that are already here because I know that they're doing really, really good, you know? So I could go back. Again, for example, if I talk about mushrooms, for example, people are like, oh, it's because you watch Joe Rogan. But I'm like, I mean, yeah, but it's because that topic interests me and I want to learn a lot from it. And right now, my, like, I guess this, like, chapter / season / I don't know, little time period phase.
Dude, I look at life as like a show.
Yeah, like
everyone has their own series.
different characters.
Right now, I'm on like season like 4 a little bit.
You're on season 21.
21. I like that. I usually went by the school year, but
You could think about it like that or like a video game. Right now, you're level 21.
ooh, okay, yeah, I'm season 21.
So by the end of the year, you got to be able to rank up as much as you can to get to that, to actually get to that level 22.
yeah,
Because people have been gaining experience, not even experience, actually. They've been leveling up without actually obtaining the experience. They're cheating. Cheating? No, because they're not even playing. You see what I mean by
I
that?
see what you're
though?
saying.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
we see like a lot of 26-year-olds who are still acting like 14-year-olds.
About that though, I feel like I am maturing slower compared to people.
Me too. That's the artist in you.
Really? Because I always see like, I don't know, because like things are happening to me or things that happened to me happen later compared to other people, or like,
Oh, okay.
I don't know, in terms of life, I guess. Because right now I'm 21, but I feel like I'm 18. I don't know, because like the character development, I guess, is slower on me compared to people.
And that's good. It takes you, because trust me, bro, like right now, how I'm talking to you is cool that you haven't gone through, because you're not really missing out on a lot of the experiences that people will tell you. I'll tell you that right now.
No, yeah.
It's cool that you're still focused on like the things that you like. You don't really have to worry about other things besides the things that you like.
Yeah.
And the regular normal people who, you know, do the normal things in life, like they do it for a while and then they get tired of it and then they don't know what to do.
That's why I don't like it, because it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
There is a downside though, since I don't really have that. It's hard to write music for me because there's not really a thing to write about. But now I feel like college, because I graduated college, I feel like I got a good amount of character development there.
Did you just graduate college?
Yeah, at May. Yeah.
Nice, congratulations, man.
Done. Oh my god.
So now it's just pure music.
Yeah. Oh my god. Right now I took after college I did like 2 weeks of literally freedom, because I've done school education straight, like summer school. I've done summer school entire of college, and now it feels weird not doing schoolwork. So
that's the thing that some people slip up on, that they're like, well, I don't have school anymore. They get rid of that routine and then they're like, well, now what do I do? And then they just remain stagnant.
So for like a week or two I was like, okay, I'll just have fun, I'll chill. But like, oh my god, I've been back on the grind.
You're thinking like, oh, I have to get back to work now.
I don't even feel like that way anymore. I'm just like, I want to do this.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you don't feel this doing podcasts is like, oh, I gotta do.
At first I did.
Ooh.
At first I did.
Well, that's me
now
with-
I'm completely enjoying every single episode that I've been
I
having.
feel like that's like a hill everyone climbs.
Yeah.
Cause to Jordan, cause when he told me at the beginning, he was like, like whatever.
Yeah.
But now to him, it's like second nature, right? To
Yes,
this.
he wants to do this.
So
all
he
the
just
time.
does content. So hopefully one day I'll get there. That's not me right now.
Uh-huh.
But in terms of everything else, like, yeah, it's
And we can go back to the same thing. It's a matter of just figuring it out and understanding it.
Yep.
And it took me a while. Like this podcast, let's be honest. Like I could have been much more consistent and more fluid, I guess you could say.
yeah.
More water. But again, life comes up, throws you things. It's a matter of you understanding it and learning from it. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, all right, I've understood a lot. I've learned a lot. I'm ready to learn more. And I think that's what's driving me to keep this podcast going by just wanting to learn more from everyone.
Yeah.
Even because I've had conversations with our friends that they haven't had with other people because nobody asks, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's super easy. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, my old neighbor came in. I was like, when was the last time you had a conversation about what you want to do? Like about music, you know? You want to do it, but you're not doing it. Why? You know? When was the last time you talked about it? He's like, I haven't talked about this with anybody. I'm like, well, why not? He's like, because nobody wants to hear it. No, like no one really cares. Everyone's too focused on the things that they're doing. So it's cool because I'm like,
You give people a voice.
yeah, that. And it's like, I care about what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
that's the cool thing about having guests on the podcast. That I'm interested and I want to learn something from you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it motivates me to just keep going.
Yeah. Like we're all just, the way I put it is like, we're all stray dogs
We're all figuring it
trying
out.
to find a home. And
Yeah.
the home is
Your
what
kingdom.
we want. Yeah. The kingdom. Yes.
Kingdom you create.
Right now we're stray.
Yeah. We're
Stray
pretty
puppies
stray.
trying to
We're a little hungry.
find that home. But the worst part though is to find the wrong home. That's why when I was accounting, I felt like I was
Ryan, now you're spitting fucking bars. Okay.
when I was accounting, I felt like I was going to the wrong home.
Okay.
Now I'm like I'm about to find the right home.
Yeah, you were in the wrong environment. You're
Yeah.
like, this is not for me.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, so and now where do you feel like you're at? You feel like you're heading home?
I'm
You
still
feel like,
stray, but at least I know
You're
what
finding
the
your
right
way.
home is
Okay.
to find. You know,
so you know what you're looking for.
yeah,
Now it's just a matter of getting to
finding it and
yeah.
just walking,
walking it
keep
up.
going.
Keep going. That's the only way.
Yep.
It's by taking the action. Keep walking.
Yeah,
Because we have a lot of friends. That's why I sent that message too. Because I'm like, I know there's a lot of things that you guys could be doing that
Yeah.
you're not doing. You know what I mean?
yeah. I was one of those. I feel like there's so many things. Like
I was one of those too. That's why I said it. Because
Yeah.
I've learned from that. But you're saying,
like a lot of like mental
Mm-hmm.
stuff where it's like doubts, self confidence, shit like that.
yeah.
That prevents you from doing it. But right now I'm trying to battle. I guess that's like my obstacle right now is just battling those mental things.
Those mental blocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Those limitations.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I would think like, oh,
perfectionism.
I don't deserve this. You shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
This isn't like that's for them. That's not for
Mm-hmm.
you. It's like, why am I thinking that? I should think the opposite. And then, because if you think that way, it's just gonna. Yeah,
I already made it.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So
Yeah. That's funny that you bring it up too. Because I wouldn't say instilled. It's more like you instill that in yourself. Like right now, I didn't tell you to think that way. It's just more
Yeah.
like you said it and you're like, no, I shouldn't be thinking
Yeah,
that
I
way.
don't know what-
I should feel like this. And I'm like, yes, exactly. I'm
but
glad.
I don't know what causes people to think that way. I really think it's
Yeah.
just life. Because
I think it's perfectionism, you know? It's ego. It really is. Ego can get
I'm a perfectionist so bad. Like when making films or music, it's good. It's a good thing to have. But sometimes I'm like, okay, Ryan, like
yeah.
that's the
People
best you
who-
can do. Like what the
The
fuck?
perfectionist people have like a huge work ethic, but it can also be like the downfall of their work ethic because then
Yes.
they won't get anything done.
That was me.
Because they're like, oh, I don't know what to do.
What-
It's not gonna come out good. I don't
What
wanna
made
do
you
it."
say that in the group chat?
What?
The message.
Because I saw my. It's again. It could be a message to the group chat, but at the same time, it could be a message for myself. You know, that's how I've been thinking of things as a mirror. That's why that thing stood out to me a lot, because it's just a
Yeah.
reflection. This conversation that you're having with me could just be having, like, if you think about it in a different perspective, it could just be like a conversation you're having with yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that message that I sent in that group chat with all the creative people in there was basically what I have learned. So it's more like, I know we want it. I know how bad we want it.
Yeah.
I know we all see that goal and that we want that thing to come, but it's not going to come if we just stay here and keep hoping for the best. We have to be actively looking out for it every single day. Think about, and that's why I said Leonardo da Vinci. Like, think about it like him. You think he was just hanging around sometimes?
No, he was.
He was addicted to his craft. And even if he was kicking it the entire time, that's why I've learned that. My dad asked me about that, but I'll get it too. Like, if he was just kicking back the entire time, right, and not doing anything,
Yeah.
we wouldn't know Leonardo da Vinci. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my dad's like, well, mijo, like, why don't you just have your friends come kick it? Like, I'm like, I've learned that. I could have just somebody come kick it with me here on the podcast, but what I've learned for the kickback is like, it's good to chill, but you also have to learn from something. Like, we brought it up in the last podcast, even the arts of being bored. You know, even if you're bored, learn from it. All right, I'm bored. What am I gonna get from this? Maybe you'll get your next bright idea.
Yeah.
Same thing with a kickback. Maybe you'll learn something about yourself by just simply kicking back and having a simple conversation.
Yeah. I saw a YouTube video actually of the art of being bored. I didn't watch it though. I'm going to though.
Yeah, it came up on your Explore page or something.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
But yeah, I came on my Explore page. I was like, interesting. The art of being bored. So
it's patience, you know?
yeah.
And I think as a perfectionist, because I would say the same thing, that's why a lot of this stuff wasn't getting done. Oh, I don't have this, so I can't do it the way. And that can't take too long. I have to, you know? So I feel like, because as a perfectionist, like, you want to get stuff done and get them done to the best of your ability, but you don't have that patience to take the time and learn or understand how you can get it done to the best of your ability. You're just seeing the fact that you can't get it done to the perfection, to this perfect state.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, dude, you stopped building. That's why. Keep building. And eventually you're going to find something that you like.
Yeah.
Don't stop until you really like it. You know, even if it's not perfect.
But we're bringing like straight facts. Bro, everyone's giving like so much good advice in the podcast because I've been watching them. I'm like, wow. And I think it's crazy because before me was Jordan, and then before Jordan was Wave.
Yeah.
And then before him was
Jay Bowers.
Jay.
Yeah.
And then Jay was okay. Ergy?
I think it was Ergy, yeah, but it was in the other studio.
Or Midnight. Was Midnight here? Has Midnight ever been?
No, Midnight hasn't been here, but he should be here soon.
You should be next.
Yeah. I have a whole bunch of we'll figure it out. But we have a whole bunch of guests that should.
But it's fire how everyone's pulling up. I'm like, wow, look at this.
But you see what I mean by it's like every episode is a different mind.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm like, I want to see more of this.
Yeah, and it's stuff I care about. You know, it's creativity.
Yeah,
I'm a very creative person.
We all are, bro. It's like I think that's what brings us together. We're artists trying to.
We're all creators. Yep. Every single human is a creator. You wake up and you even make yourself some breakfast. You created breakfast. You created yourself a meal.
Yep.
And people don't appreciate that. It's like, no, bro, you did something big today by even creating that meal, by getting up and, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. Now keep doing that. And the same thing, like the same mentality that you had into making your breakfast of like, well, I have my breakfast and I just did it. I didn't really overthink it. Same thing that it comes to your art. And it's that human element of being too hard on yourself that it stops you from creating anything cool.
Yeah. I think I was very hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think I just gotta just do it.
Yeah.
Don't think too much about like, oh, you suck. Oh, this and that.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard of Rick Rubin?
Sounds familiar, but no.
You should look up Rick Rubin and learn. I have his book. I've been reading it lately.
I think Ergy. Does Ergy know him?
Yeah, Ergy definitely knows him.
Okay, that's probably why.
He's one of the biggest hip hop producers in the entire world. He's made like some of the best songs, Grammy Award winning music for like high up celebrities, you know? And he did, like I said in a video, I was like, oh, he's the godfather of creativity. And it's not even the godfather. It's just like he's been creative this entire time. And he's gotten to the point where he's like, there's no limitations to this shit. Like the only limit is you know?
Yes. Oh my God.
So once you remove that limitation,
I think I just did.
Going, huh?
I think I just did.
You just remove that element?
Yeah, remove the limitation. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. What I hope from this podcast, like after the episode, like when you leave, right? I would hope that you went and actually like, I don't know, even put your mind to something for a little bit, just write a song.
Yeah.
You know, or for my cousin that was a DJ, go home and make something. You know, create, practice.
Yeah.
Even if you don't release it, just
Yeah.
practice. Always write something down. Always sing in the car. Really think that you're a musician. Like how you said,
Bro,
we have to put
I think that's
in that.
probably one of the reasons why I got earrings, because it's like, bro, get it. Like, wait,
Yeah.
be that guy, you know? It's like, I'm that guy.
Yeah. I can't be
So-
that guy, you know?
Yeah.
So believe it. Jordan was like having kind of like in a way, self-doubt of being called a rock star.
Bro, that was me. Like,
Yeah. Like
I was like, I'm not an artist. Like, I'm supposed to be having a career in like official
Yeah,
career.
but these guys have been doing it professionally for the past 10
so I'm like,
years.
wait, this is like what we've been doing. So
Like Kanye, we can go back to Kanye again. He's made some of the greatest mixes, but how long has he been doing it?
Yeah.
And how has his mentality been instilled into him by his mom since he was a kid? That you can do it, that there's no limits. Kanye, you can be the best. Kanye, you can be the biggest hip hop artist in the entire world. And it's a matter of repeating that to yourself. Even if you don't like, even if you're not there. Like I can say like, oh, Joan, you're going to be the best podcaster in the entire world. Joe Rogan's going to be like your competition in one day, you know?
Yeah.
Competition. There's no competition in art, you know? Well, sometimes there is.
It can't be.
But it's objective. You know? For some people it's going to be trash. For some people it's going to be the best thing in the world.
Yeah. I think that's what makes it beautiful.
Because I get what you mean by the whole self-doubt thing. Like people will comment, oh, I love your podcast. I watch it. I'm like, I don't believe you. There's no way you watch my podcast. Don't lie. But they're like, no, I really do. And then they tell me something from my podcast. Like right now, how you said, yeah, Jordan was talking about this in your podcast. I'm like, oh shit. Like he was actually looking at my podcast. Like that's so cool.
Well, yeah.
And it goes with your art, with your music. There's somebody actually looking at your music.
Yeah.
And they'll keep looking at your music, but you just got to keep giving it to them.
Yeah. I realize, okay, with the autumn thing, it was like a first time thingy, and you know,
testing
whatever.
the waters.
And people hit me up already, and I actually got paid because someone wanted me to collab with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then they didn't release it, but I still got paid. So
Yeah.
but I'm just
Got
like,
the
wow, like
experience.
that was just the first track.
Yeah. You
Imagine,
got
like-
the experience, you got the knowledge, you got,
Yeah.
I guess, a reward this time.
Yeah,
You know?
and then like every time, like I don't know, every time I sing, everyone's like, whoa, like I have a good voice. And at first, I'm just like, it's just a voice. But
I've
someone
heard
told me
Uh-huh.
that it's what did they say? Oh, they said the best compliment. They said your voice is valuable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Because I heard you sing just not without trying. Like you pick up the guitar and you just start.
Oh
You
yeah.
just start singing naturally, and it sounds very different. Like I'm like, oh wow, like Ryan sounds really really good. I wish there was a microphone right there recording him, because this would be exactly what he would be looking for.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, wow, I guess I do have a good voice.
Yeah, when you put yourself in that authentic environment, and it's about trying to be in that environment all the time. You know, try to be you all the time, and that's the hardest part.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it was there all along, and I just lost it along the way.
Why?
Because, well, like I said, High School Musical, like I was like, oh man, I want to make movies and music.
I want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Justin Bieber came 2009, and I'm like, oh
star
shit,
shit,
like
yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
That seems like he's having fun. And then I remember when I started high school, I tried to talk to my counselor, and then with my parents, and they're like, okay, what are you trying to be? And then like without a doubt, I said like I want to be a singer. And then, you know, life happens. And I even tried to have my own studio because I bought like audio equipment and stuff. I still have some of it, and I was trying to make my own thing.
Your
but
own
then,
music, yeah.
But then life happened, and then it went to
Life
accounting.
always happens.
But then life happens again, and then
Yeah.
Jordan hits me up. It's like, and then God was like, "Bro, what the fuck? Go back on your shit." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
I heard it in another podcast.
To me, that's crazy.
But it's they say that it's like a heartbeat, right?
yes,
It's gonna be highs and lows.
because it's like imagine you're doing podcast and somehow you stopped,
Yeah.
and then something was sent to you to go back on it. That's what to me what Jordan was, because it's like, oh shit, I guess this is a sign. Like
It's about
to
letting
do it.
go. How you said earlier. It's
What?
about letting. It's about
Oh,
letting go.
yes.
Yeah. It's like a God. You're just going. How are you reacting? How about now? Okay, you're still. You have nothing now. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna react? He's testing your patience. You know.
Yeah.
Are you gonna crack and not do anything at all?
Yeah.
Or how are you gonna make your dreams come true? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're right. You're taking everything out of my life that I was blaming as a distraction. And here I am finally in the position where you're taking out all of the distractions one by one by one. And I'm feeling more comfortable with taking risks. So he kind of gave me that confidence. So I was like, all right, you're telling me that if I want this to be the main thing of my life, that I have to make it the main thing of my life. You know, pursue this every single day, talk to different people all the time, schedule podcasts in advance, schedule uploads in advance, be ahead of the game at all times, you know? And that's what I've been doing. I'm like, all right, I hear you, I hear you, God. So I'm gonna do my part. I'm trusting your word. You've already taken everything away. So it's more like he's just waiting on me. He's like, I have this wave ready for you. Get in position, stay there. You never know when I'm gonna throw it. So stay there.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm in position.
Bring it.
Yeah. I'm ready to ride that wave out all the way. It's hard sticking to that mentality because sometimes you do start to drift away, float away,
I feel like every time I do, I somehow get back.
Yeah. Just coming back into position.
Yeah.
And like this.
I think my car
faster.
accident was probably one of it because I'm like, I could have died. And it's like, would I be happy with what I did? That's
Shows you a sense of appreciation.
Yeah.
Different appreciation. Like even for something as simple as walking.
Yeah. And then I learned like, okay, look, the best advice to me, I feel like is, and this goes literally for anything. It's like you have one life and it doesn't matter like your background or who you are, whatever. We're all the same. And that one thing is that we have one life and it's up to you of what you want to do with that one life. That's what I learned from the accident.
And we're young. Like all of our friends and us, we're super young. We have so much time.
I always forget that.
We have so much time to just keep messing up.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the end of the world now.
Yeah.
But we still got so much time to do.
I'm 21. So.
I think it's going to be the end of the podcast.
All right.
What do you think?
I say so.
What have you learned today?
Do it. Just do it.
Just be you. Have fun. Keep building. Keep learning. Keep growing.
Yes.
And we're going to ride that wave out.
And be like water.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys happen to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to share this with all your friends. If you guys want to visit Ryan and all of his socials, Ryan, where can they find you?
Instagram, Ryan Dalan. TikTok, Dalan Night, 1 N. And that's pretty much it.
More music and more films to come. But majority.
Oh yeah, catch me on Spotify too and Apple Music and any music streaming service.
Yeah,
Ryan
new
Dalan.
EP coming out
Yes.
soon.
And ErgFest 2. I'm performing there.
Ergy Fest. Yeah, we should start announcing that. Like, every time.
ErgFest 2, July 14, 7 p.m.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know what Ergy Fest is, we have a friend named Ergy. He's a producer. He has a whole bunch of artists. If you're in the area and you want to listen to good art, I don't know, there's going to be a food truck. Last time there was a food truck.
There's food, but there's food truck.
I don't know. I just found a catering service. So that might be interesting. I'll talk to Ergy about that.
All right.
But yeah, if you guys are in the area, you guys want to listen to some good music, July 19th? 14th.
I think.
July 14th. Go and stop by. Enjoy the show.
Yep.
Have some
Tickets
fun.
are online at Erg Studios on Instagram.
Yeah, and you've seen the mentality that we all have, man. Is you're gonna be experiencing the beginning of something great. I can promise you that. We may not be all the way there yet compared to some of these like bigger celebrities that everyone has known for the longest of time, but we're gonna get there, or we're gonna be better than that.
Amen to that.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.